Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have a very interesting conversation for you. It is not about laptops that you would buy every day, but laptops that are targeted for small and medium-sized businesses, and that shouldn't deter you from watching this interview because we are going to answer some very interesting questions as to how are the quality of the laptops maintained, and most importantly, these laptops from Dell start at just 31,999 rupees. So if you're someone that's interested in buying a laptop for your business, you definitely need to listen in. So Indrajit, thank you so much for joining me here today. The first question I have, especially for those that are watching and are not aware, the Dell Pro Essential 14 and 15 are the two laptops you have here. So can you quickly run through what these laptops are and why a small or medium business owner today should probably consider these?
Sure. And thanks for having me here today. And we from Dell Technologies team are very excited to launch Dell Pro Essential 14-inch and 15-inch today in India. Now, if we really look at it, right, the key drivers for economy in India are SB and MB, right? And many of those customers, they would like to have a right device with the right features they are looking out for and at a right price point, right? And that's where, from Dell's standpoint of view, as we discussed few months back, we have actually done as a brand simplification. Now we have Dell Pro and Dell Pro Max. Now within Dell Pro, this is the feedback coming in from customers, especially from India, saying, hey, Dell, can you please review in terms of your offering and help us with a product which meets our requirement? And that was a starting point. And we are very pleased to launch this product in a record period of time. Now, from a Dell standpoint of view, now we have a silicon diversity, right? And so we will be offering both Intel and AMD processors along with these two products. And these are built in with the right security, right manageability and reliability features for which Dell is known for.
Yeah. So if I had to ask you, like you just said, right, you had the Dell Pro, Pro Max, different naming schemes, and this has the word essential into it.
Yes.
So what is essential?
See, essential is more about, as mentioned earlier, the right product and right features which SB and MB customers are looking out for. That's the whole point of view out here.
Okay.
And let me add it, it's without any compromise as well, right? So it is not about the product. As you can see out here, this is a Dell Pro Essential 14-inch out here, and this is with a metal chassis as well.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like we are compromising any features, but it is more about ensuring that right ID, right features are available with the notebook.
Yeah, because I was just going to ask you about what could be, the features that you want to highlight. Now, I know something like portability or the weight. We can see it's a really thin and light machine, and battery life, of course, is something that's essential for, people on the go. So apart from these two features, you highlighted metal body. So tell me 2 or 3 more features that you think are a real standout of these machines.
Sure. See, this comes with a mil standard, right? So it helps with more about mil standard tested, right? So it helps with the reliability standpoint of view. SB and MB customers, for them, the security is also of utmost importance. So we have hardware TPM 2.0, which is built in along with the notebook. And then it comes with the Dell manageability features as well, right? Yeah. So that's the whole point of view in terms of when I mentioned about essential in terms of the right features which SB and MB customers would look out for. So that's where it is.
So, when you look at a small or medium business which has fewer employees, it's a small team, they would, there's a chance that they would go out and buy a commercially available machine, right? And now these are very B2B specific offerings. So how does the B2B offering bridge the gap which would otherwise be there if a consumer went out and bought a consumer grade machine for a business?
No, it's a very good point, right? And from a Dell standpoint of view, we want to ensure that it's not only about features what we discuss, but the right service levels are also available to SB and MB customers. So these notebooks would also come up with Dell Pro support offering. So for example, it would also include 24/7 online telephonic support, followed by the on-site part replacement if it is required kind of thing. This also comes with accidental damage, right? So wear and tear and so on and so forth. So it's more about everything is kind of included. You mentioned about business to business. Now, from a Dell Pro Essential standpoint of view, we will offer this product across the route to markets.
Okay.
So if any customer is looking out for this particular device, it's available through direct, it is available through our esteemed partners as well, and we will also have this product available in stock and sell route to market. And why I mentioned about all this route to market, saying it's more about the customer's choice in terms of which route to market they would basically go ahead and work along with Dell. Right? And stock and sell basically helps us to ensure that we have the right configuration available for immediate deliveries. Right? So that's the whole point of view. And with the partners out here, it's more about for them also, it's additional product which is available to offer to their customers as well.
So you've already answered a couple of points of my next question, which is that when a small business invests in, a few laptops, they think about IT as an infrastructure, support as an infrastructure. You've already highlighted that, the support is with the machine, but for those that still have the apprehension that will I need an IT support system, to run these machines, is there any other things you would like to add in regard to the support that Dell will provide from a B2B perspective?
See, from a Dell standpoint of view, this will continue to come up with an on-site warranty, and customers will have a choice whether they would like to go ahead with 1 year warranty or 3 years. And now we are going to also offer a 5 years warranty with a Dell Pro Essential notebook. And I wanted to highlight a 5-year warranty aspect as well. See, really, if you look at it, I know there have been lots of technology enhancements which have been happening. But many, not only limited to SB and MB customers, but we have seen over a period of time, the lifespan of a device has really increased a lot. So from a customer perspective, they can proceed with the notebook with a 5 years warranty at a first instance itself. Right. So during a 5-year warranty, it's a peace of mind for them saying, hey, the warranty is basically getting covered from their standpoint of view. And for SB and MB customers, we believe that it's really important to have that the longer warranty period as well.
That's absolutely right. Now, a lot of businesses, especially if you go beyond the tier 2 market, are now adopting computing as a means of getting things done. And with the natural evolution comes the question of cyber threats, right? So people, first timers will be easily more prone to phishing or any form of cyber attack, right? So what is Dell doing to kind of maybe educate their customers or maybe provide some support or some security from this perspective?
So this notebook comes with hardware TPM, right? So that's basically functionality of the notebook. But we also collaborate with many security vendors, right? To name a few, let's say CrowdStrike, and so on and so forth, right? So there's solution which we can offer along with the device as well from the security standpoint of view. And now, additional point will be, we all know Windows 10 will become end of support starting from 14th of October, right? So I'm sure many customers would like to look at Windows 11 as an operating system. And along with Windows 11, there will be also some of the additional security features which the customers will get along with the operating system as well.
Sure. Again, when you talk about a business, there's always a cost of ownership of the laptops, right? So could you shed a little bit of light on the total cost of ownership or how that would work with Dell and small businesses?
No, it's a very good question. And total cost of ownership, there is a myth saying the price of the notebook is the total cost of ownership. I believe that is not true, right? When we look at it as a total cost of ownership, it is not about the purchase price, but it is more about what are the features which the end customers are basically getting. How it's helping the customers, the users' productivity as well, right? And definitely then with the warranty coming in, what's a less amount of downtime and so on and so forth, right? So again, Dell is known for its security, manageability and reliability features. This particular device comes with a fantastic battery life, so it helps more from a productivity standpoint of view. And again, it's basically all in from a services perspective, so it would help the user's productivity as well. And I would also like to mention saying, hey, some of the customers, right, they may not have many IT team members in their organizations, but they would like to have a device which is basically coming to their organization, which is like plug and play perspective. So we have a configuration services, which is an optional services which is available along with the Dell devices. So customer can provide their image, which we will install in the factory and ship it out to the customers.
So my second last question is looking forward, right? Like technology is the one thing that's always evolving.
Yes.
I'm sure even when you are looking at businesses to pick up this laptop, it would be a 3, 5, 7-year investment subject to how they are looking at it. So can you talk a little bit about future proofing or the technologies that you see that you foresaw that a small and medium business could need that is already implemented out here? I know processing power and security, those are the kind of things that generally people would be apprehensive about whether it will last or not, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reason wherein one point is it's a silicon diversification which Dell has, right? So Dell Pro Essential, both 14-inch and 15-inch will have Intel and AMD processors available. And again, we will offer Intel and AMD basis the end user application, right? To ensure that the right configuration or right specifications we are offering to the customers basis their use case scenario. That is one.
Yeah.
Second, I highlighted on the services portion, right, which is kind of coming in. And from a technology standpoint of view, we are offering the N processors along with this particular device.
Yeah.
Right. So definitely it will help us with the longevity.
Yeah.
And with Windows 11 operating system coming in, definitely it would help more from an end user standpoint.
Absolutely. Is there anything else about the portfolio that you've announced today? I know that, the 32,000 rupees starting point that we have here is definitely a very attractive proposition and a big highlight, because people usually associate budget with compromise, but that's not something that we're seeing here, right? We're seeing a metal chassis, a lot of security, very good power under the hood. Whatever I've seen of these laptops, the display is also something that's great to work on. Anything else you would like to highlight that I may not have asked in these questions?
See, it is 31,999.
Yeah.
So one point out here. See, again, from a display standpoint of view, we allow as an optional, right? Customers can choose 16:10 aspect ratio display as well, right? And hence I mentioned it is more about we are not compromising any features to come up with this particular product.
Yeah.
And it's more about having the various options available for customers to basically choose from. And this is not only about the Dell Pro 14 and 15 Essential notebook, but it is entire the ecosystem which customers can basically leverage from Dell Technologies standpoint of view.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Dell headsets, the input-out devices, the displays, carry case, etc. And we take pride in terms of ensuring that the sustainability or ESG features are also included in our portfolio.
Absolutely, yeah.
And even Dell Pro Essential will have the sustainability features. So overall, it's a perfect device for SB and MB customers to really look out for. Dell is known for its smarter devices. Dell is known for the services capabilities which can bring it in.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect and right product for SB and MB customers in India.
Absolutely. That's all the questions that I had. Thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.